All right, coming to the little parts and pieces of finishing this thing off. We've got these original shocks, but they don't give us any kind of suspension. So I know in the last video I was mentioning wrapping a spring around that, but nah, I kind of want to do this right. So what I did is I found some coilovers used, decent shape, off offer up. $100 instead of $1,500 for this Corvette rear end. And we are simply going to hook them to the stock mount down here, and then just kind of come through at an angle through here to hit that point. Make a shock mount or a strut mount top, and set them up that way. So let me go ahead and cut off these ears, all these little crap ears. Don't want all that in there. And this, you're not supposed to get hot, so we're going to just snip it right here, just a little bit away from that, and simply re-weld those to the bottom of this to make it fit the way that it should, bolt in, and we can still have advantage of the full adjustment, spring, and everything else. Now bear with me, we'll keep on going. Some more footage in a minute. We simply re-welded the bracket on there. We're using one side so we can offset it to fit for the CV axle a little better. And we're going to test fit this, see if it'll work out. We will be adjustable for height, suspension, everything all in one. Got the wheel off, and that'll be mounted simply right here. But if you look at it, we're a tight squeeze on this side to the CV axle, which will actually probably work, but I don't want to be so close that it don't. So there we go. We'll continue on in a minute. All right, continuing. Simply mounted up our coilovers. They got pretty tight clearance, but we got about at least a ½ inch on each side. Maybe an eighth less, but they'll mount up. We're going to put flat plate on the tops so we can actually utilize these brackets right here, and everything will fit and fit like it should. And the CV shaft, once it comes up, clears that by a heck of a lot better than it does right this second. And also the suspension is all the way down right now, so we got some more clearance than what it's showing. Bear with me, we'll keep going. All right, we are back on this thing. We got our coilovers installed. We mocked up some drive shafts for now, which we will be getting machined, so don't mind. We just needed lengths for suspension travel. Kind of got a mess here right now, bear with me. But yeah, brake lines are ready. Really short CV axle on this side, and coilover and everything. We got our clearances. All together, this is what she looks like. I know it's a little stout for the back end of this thing, so we did beef up the suspension with the Corvette rear end, but we're gonna give her a go. I'm gonna keep going. I'll take some more footage in a minute. All right, we just set it back on the ground, checking for level, and the rear end is probably about an inch low. We're gonna adjust the coilovers to match everything, but that's easily done now. So here's our progress. Everything is pretty much come together. We're going to work on the brake lines next. We built these mounts today. Really sturdy too for the struts, all the way it's riding. That one, as far as the CV axle, we just mocked it up so we can actually get them machined. But as you can see, everything is super tight on this thing. It's got such a narrow frame, and I kind of modified the rear end to fit the spare tire still. But that might not happen with all the space taken in this one. But we're squatting now, down on the ground. Happy with the progress.